Apple, they so far have had very little to offer. We are living in a moment where AI is being inserted into so many of the products that we're using every day. Almost every week on this show, we talk about some fascinating new model or some new capability that some company has unveiled. And Apple is one of the richest companies in the world. It has more resources to devote to these features than almost anybody. And yet, they so far have had very little to offer. And that has been true even though last year they sort of had a coming out party for themselves and they said, hey, we know you've been waiting for this, but our stuff is ready and it might actually be so good that you're going to buy a new iPhone because you want access to this stuff, right? That was the story that they sold us all of last year. And in the end, they couldn't deliver.
Yeah, this is very unlike Apple. They don't like pushing back things once they've announced them. I think it's especially bad considering their reputation as a company that is falling behind on AI. I think that perception that they were behind is part of what led them to announce all this AI stuff at WWDC last year, because they don't want to be known as the laggards when it comes to AI.
Yeah, and in fact, Kevin, they were putting out ads last year that basically suggested that this stuff was already ready. They did this one with Isabella Ramsey, like, what's the name of a guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago at this cafe. And, there's a possibility that somebody saw that and they thought, hey, I also had a meeting with that guy at that cafe. I'm going to buy one of these new iPhones and figure it out. And if you did, you've been sorely disappointed. And Apple actually had to go and pull that ad.